এখন বিকাশ
দেখলেন তো আজই বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলুন।
154 for 3, 4 overs remain in the opening innings of this Rocket T20 series. Captain Mamdullah moved nicely onto 31 from 21, Mushfiqur 45 from 33, and then the Sri Lankan bowlers have taken some stick. 2 very important wickets in 1 over for Jehan Mendes. He's been out of it for several years. But you talk about the wides, and it's been 2 overs of wides already. You don't need wides on a surface as good as this, where batsmen can come down the wicket and manufacture good cricketing shots like this. Just got to make sure that you can't keep them quiet with the ball. You certainly don't give them any extra deliveries to score any more runs off. Sri Lanka in that department today have been questionable. 4 overs to go, already 12 wides in the innings. It's Bangladesh nicely set up here. 7 and over will get them to just under 200. And that's what they'll be aiming for, I think, with these 2 going as well as they are. Full toss. Manages to get a thick edge on that down to third man. Mushfiqur is questioning whether or not that should be adjudged as a no ball. Not happy.
Well, he certainly felt that that was above the waistline. Let's have a look at from the side on. It's just dipping down, but still I think because of the fact that he's bending down, it looks like it's above the waist high. Touch and go. That's a wide. Too many. You also discussed it, that you can't afford to bowl wide, especially on this kind of a surface. 7 wickets in hand. They placed very nicely to finish off on a high. Very important for the rest of them to come and score runs quickly. Yes, this pair is important. 2 set batsmen in the crease, and if they can bat right till the very end, then 200 is very much a possibility.
Better ball. Cramped him up for space. Good Yorker. The Bangladesh again still managing to get a single off that. Of course, the captain has been out of the test matches and the T20s, Shakib Al Hasan, struggling with that finger, getting some running repairs. That'll be wide as well. Now, what Isuru has done here is he's seen Mushfiq move across at the crease. And Mushfiq now is having a conversation with the umpire. It's all happening out there, Atta. This is the point I was making. He's moved across, and Isuru's seen that, and he's pushed that wider. Now, he would have been saying to the umpire, well, he's moved across, so surely the wide line should move with him. But
it doesn't. You know, it doesn't. It stays there. The white line stays just there.
I know it does. So that's obviously what he would have been saying to the umpire. In the air, drop short of the man. Just be the single.
I think he's done well, the fielder. That's a really good attempt, and he made sure that he didn't miss it, because had he missed it, it would have gone down to the boundary. Picked it up in one bounce, Cicera Pereira, experienced campaigner. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Very well done.
What they've done is also put that man right back on the boundary at point, because that's where these Bangladesh batsmen have got their boundaries. Normal circumstances, he'll be in front of point. Well fielded. Very well fielded. Not easy, especially for a fast bowler to get down when that ball's been struck straight back, as that one was.
They're just looking back, and as we see this replay, Sri Lanka highest successful chase has been 176. That was against Australia last year. Again a wider delivery, but he somehow managed to reach it. Could have been another wide there. Partnership now 60. So Sri Lanka will be aware of the fact that the highest so far they've chased in a successful chase has been 176. And looks like that Bangladesh will score more than that. Terrific strike rate for Mushfiqur Rahim. Very good partnership, just 38 deliveries, and the numbers are even bigger, 60 runs. Absolutely brilliant. Enjoyed batting so far, and mind you, Sri Lanka will also enjoy batting on this surface.
Firmly struck down the ground. The long on comes round, and good fielding. Kusal Mendes, he's such a good little fielder. Keeps it to 2, saves 2, and that's the end of the 17th. 162 for 3.
কি প্রবলেম?
আমরা বোর।
বোর? এই যে ক্যাসেল দেখছো না? আর এই যে প্রিন্সেস পিঙ্কি। এই যে দেখো পাইরেট জনি।
সুপার চিকেন আর সুপার মশলা ফ্লেভারে সুপার টেস্টি ইফাত এগ ইনস্ট্যান্ট নুডলস। নুডলস যখন এত মজা, মজা তখন ঠেকায় কে? এগিয়ে চলো কল্পনার রাজ্যে।
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Mushfiqur Rahim, who's played a really important hand at number 3, will be looking to ensure that Bangladesh go past that 200 mark. Next in, Sabir Rahman, a good strike rate of 120. Ariful Haq making his debut, wonderful BPL for him. And Nasmul Islam, the other one, making his debut for Bangladesh in this format. But Ariful Haq, if I remember well, he did a fantastic job at the end of the innings for the Khulna Titans. And I wouldn't be surprised if he came in ahead of Sabir Rahman. Yes, Sabir's a good player, strikes the ball, but doesn't quite get going as quickly as Ariful Haq can. Firmly struck, beautiful shot. He has been wonderful through and over the offside today, Atta.
Excellent. Picked up the gap and he bat so deep in his crease, waiting the ball to arrive, and then he just opened the face of the bat and thumps it over the infield. There was a man in the deep but had no chance whatsoever. He's also picked up a massive 6 in that direction, and he's looking really good. Leading from the front, he is the captain. It's turning out to be a very good partnership.
Slower ball. Oh, he's lucky to get away with that. Man, back as far as he could have been in the circle at 45. Just the 1 run. Highest totals in T20 internationals. Bangladesh, 190. That was against Ireland in Belfast. And 189 against New Zealand here at Mirpur, 181 against Sri Lanka, that was in Palikele, and 180 against Oman at the Dharamshala. But at the moment, they look like they're going to get past that 190 mark, their highest total. Oh, that's well bowled. Good Yorker.
Yeah, you talked about Ariful Haq. I also remember he scored 237 runs with that single. He picks up the 50. Mushfiqur Rahim, his only second 15 T20 international. This has been a very important one, a very good one, and he would want to continue in the same fashion, if not even more aggressive in the last couple of overs. Very good strike rate, 135. And he's looked in total control. Yeah, 237 runs and a strike rate of 133 for Ariful Haq, who came lower down the order. Well ball, attempted Yorker. That's what you want to see. This is good running. They've come back for the second. Very good running. Excellent. Especially from Mahmudullah, because he's coming back in the danger area. That's the danger, where the throw would have been gone in a little bit quicker, but very good from Mahmudullah.
Wonderful running. He got back more than comfortably. Even if the keeper had picked the ball up, he was home easily. Really good running in between the wonderful shots we've seen to the boundary. Really struck the ball well. Strike rate of 148, 135 to Mushfiq. I think with what they've got left in the changing room, I'd like to see possibly Mushfiq having a full go now. If he gets out, I think he's done his job. Still got Arful Haq, they've got Rahman to come, and I think he needs to play that hand now, and that'll allow them to get to that 200 plus mark.
A change of bats for Mahmudullah. We'll have to wait and see whether it's the bat or the gloves. He's not happy. We'll probably change of bats for Mushfiq or Rahim. Yeah, I think what Bangladesh would be hoping that instead of looking at the players sitting in a dressing room, they would be hoping that the men in the middle finish up nicely. Let them handle the rest of the couple of overs. After these 2 more overs, let them bat through. And it's even better to have someone like Mahmudullah and Mushfiq who've been batting for a while, knowing exactly what the pitch is doing, and have scored runs in really good pace. Have a look at Mushfiq Rahim. Came in with a positive frame of mind, couple of sweeps, good attacking shots. Anything short and wide was put away. Lovely square cut, beautiful drive. And he took on the leg spinner, playing that reverse, which went nearly for the maximum. Good use of the feet. And a very well-deserved 50 for him. So I think Bangladesh would want to have these 2 men in the middle till the very end. That's the wagon wheel.
Well bowled again. Really nicely bowled. You're absolutely right. If these 2 can be there at the end, it gives them the best chance. We must remember that this man bowling, Tisra Pereira, is a great exponent of that delivery. Yes, he's gone for 25 with the ball to go in his 3rd over. Not too expensive looking by the score of the Bangladesh team at the moment. Want to make sure somebody who's been in can face that last over from him. Well bowled again. Looking for 2. Mushfiq out the blocks very quickly, but decide against that, and wisely so. 18 overs gone, 171 for 3.
রনি, দরজাটা খোল। শুনছো, মেহমান এসছে। ওই কাজু বিস্কুটটা দাও।
আরে তোমরাই তো সব শেষ করে দিলে। মেহমান কোথায়?
তুমি তো মেহমান ছাড়া দাও না।
আসল কাজু বাদামে ভরা ও ফ্রেশ বাটারের সাথে ইফাত কাজু ডিলাইট বিস্কিট শুধু মেহমানের জন্য নয়। 2 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি যুক্ত গাজী পাম্প।
গাজী পাম্প আছে তাই আর কোনো চিন্তা নাই, স্রোতের ধারায় বইবে জীবন, পানির অপর নাম জীবন।
At the crease, Alhamdulillah Riyad, Mushfiq Rahim, 71 from 45. Outside edge, wide of the keeper, and well fielded. It was very fine down there at 3rd man, and good running once again from Bangladesh.
Yeah, good cricket all around. Only problem was when Mahmudullah tried to play it on the onside play, closing the face of the bat, getting a genuine edge, but good fielding and good running in the end. Want to make sure that the ball was out of his hand. Did he touch the ropes? That's the question. I don't think so. It was quite far away. That's well done. No problem whatsoever. Yeah, also not an easy for any newcomer to come and play the way they have played so far. So it's important for Bangladesh that both these 2 hits there. Oh, that's gone up in the air and it's taken. So finally a wicket. Very good partnership. Broken.
Just as you're talking about these 2 batting through to the end, an unfortunate end to the captain. It's been a really good innings from Mahmudullah, and I don't think this is a bad option. Just couldn't get the execution right, but the man was in the circle, and I don't think a bad option. However, it's been a good innings from the Bangladesh captain Mahmudullah. 43 from 31, 173 for 4.
ভাইয়া 99 টাকার ইন্টারনেট প্যাকটা দিন।
আপা আর 5 টাকা দিলেই কিন্তু
খালা 5 টিয়ার লাগা জানি সুটটা না যায় আপু only 5 হাই লিসা 5
5 এর রাস্তা তো এইদিকে
শুধুই
5 কি সারা দেশ জানে তুই জানিস না
বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে জাস্ট 5 টাকায় 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট 99 টাকা বা তার বেশি মূল্যের ইন্টারনেট প্যাক কিনে 5 টাকা রিচার্জ করলেই পাবেন 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট বাংলা লিংক
Contrary to popular belief up here, Rahman strides to the crease. 34 matches, 745 runs at an average of 28. A good strike rate of 120. Bangladesh will want him to get going as soon as possible. That'll be called wide. I don't think that Isuru Udana has got much to complain about with that decision.
But what he will be happy about to see the back of Mahmudullah. Important wicket, big wicket for Sri Lanka and Udana. Just couldn't find enough legs to go over the top of that fielder behind. The elevation could have been another boundary, but full credit to the bowler. That's well bowled also, Fuller. The kind of a surface that you cannot err in line and length. The moment you do that, you're punished, you've been penalized. It's not going to be an easy work for the bowlers when Bangladesh come on to bowl, but the pressure will be on Sri Lanka because the runs are already on the board. 175 at the moment, and it can easily be 190 plus.
Runs on the board, always extra pressure. Forward pressure, they call it. And you start getting to chase 8, 9, 10 in the over, it's in the back of your mind, we need a couple of boundaries every over. Every over you don't get that, you just feel that much more under pressure. Shot! What a brilliant shot from Mushfiqur Rahim. Now he's moved across to the off stump, did it a little too early in the last over, and Isuru saw that. This time, perfect timing, and lifts it over the onside field for 6.
Also now his highest score in T20 International. Top shot, one of his favourites. The cow corner. The ball disappears, and it is the maximum. Beautifully done. Oh yes.
There were 2 men back there, but he made sure that none of them had even the slight inkling to taking a chance. That's well bowled. That's very well bowled. Good bouncer, made sure it got high enough. Probably the last thing that Mushfiq would have been expecting was this. Again, just giving himself a little bit of room, going to the offside, but well bowled. Very good comeback.
Was probably expecting a short one because he was so deep in his crease. Mushfiqur Rahim. Wide. Now what's going on here? Chandika Hathura Singh, the head coach, will not be happy at all. Now they've bowled 16 wides. Unbelievable. 44 the last 24 deliveries. I really set the stone. It was the opening pair. Especially Somushak has really set a good solid foundation. And he's moving to the offside, trying to make room. Again, Fuller is not a bad delivery to finish off. Just a single. 12 in that over. Bangladesh after 19 are 183 for 4.
ভালোবাসা প্রাইসলেস, মিউজিকটা কিন্তু ফ্রি। এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music, ডাউনলোড the app now.
প্রাকৃতিকভাবে কোলেস্ট্রল মুক্ত ইফাদ সলিড গোল্ড রাইস ব্র্যান অয়েল, সচল হৃদয় সুস্থ জীবন।
Well, this Rocket T20 International Series going all over the world. These are the broadcasters in Bangladesh, BTV and GTV. In India, Star Sports, Super Sport all across Africa. OSN in the Middle East, North America being covered by Willow TV, Siata TV in Sri Lanka, and the Rabbit Hole app only in Bangladesh. Down the ground, looking for another boundary. They could squeeze two here, Bangladesh. And they do exactly that. Running from Mushfiqur Rahim.
That's a good delivery. Yorker, he's actually come down the wicket and made that delivery a Yorker length, but still managed to get past that fielder at short fine at 45. Picking up a couple of runs, so he will be on strike. They want to finish off nicely here. A couple of boundaries, maybe a couple of sixes. That's what he wants to do there.
Well bowled. Another really good delivery, and this is what we were saying. The last over will be bowled by Tisera Pereira. We know how well he is an exponent of the Yorker, the slow balls. He wants somebody who's been in to be facing those last few deliveries. You were talking about extras in the last over. They've been 21 so far in this innings. And the most ever in a T20 international was 22 for Sri Lanka against the West Indies. And that was in Nottingham way back in 2009. Four deliveries remain. 14 to get to the 200 mark. Can Bangladesh do it? Bowled him! Beautiful delivery. We know how good he is. We've just been saying that. And that's a wonderful Yorker from Tisera Pereira to dismiss Sabia.
Outstanding stuff from Tisera Pereira. He knew that started with a couple of Yorkers. Bit of a reverse also. Just clipping the leg stump. Missing the line completely, but you got to give credit to the bowler. Shabir Rahman goes.
নিজের বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকলে কি ঘরে শান্তি আসে? দেখুন।
খালাকে টাকা পাঠিয়েছো? দুদিন থেকে বলছি খালাকে টাকা পাঠাও।
*247# send money খালার নাম্বার 2000 টাকা পিন
ওকে করতে ভুলে যাও আমি বুঝি না।
কখন পাঠিয়েছ?
এখন বিকাশ করেছো না?
দেখলেন তো? আজই বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলুন।
ভালোবাসার প্রাইসলেস, মিউজিকটা কিন্তু ফ্রি। এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া। Yonder Music, ডাউনলোড the app now.
Ariful Haq faces his first delivery in T20 international cricket and gets off the mark. His T20 career, 44 matches, 584 runs, an average of 23. Had a really good BPL. The reason why he's there is because of another really well bowled in swinging Yorker from Tisera Pereira. 187 for 5. An ultimate delivery, if it's a legal one, of the Bangladesh innings. It's a legal delivery and it's a legal shot too. Brilliantly played.
And their highest total in T20 internationals. Bangladesh moves on to 191 for 5. Cheeky, but very effective. Lovely touch from Mushfiqur Rahim. Beautifully done. He knew that the fielder was inside the circle, knew exactly what he was doing, and he wanted the exact result that he got. Brilliant.
Been a masterclass from this young man, only a second half century in T20 international cricket. And that's because he normally will bat 5-6 lower down the order. Elevated to number 3 today and has done well. Last ball, strikes it and strikes it well. Man back on the deep cover boundary, so Bangladesh will just get a couple and they will finish up on a very impressive 193 for 5 from their 20 overs. Mushfiqur Rahim 66 from 44 at a strike rate of 150. And
নিজের বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট থাকলে কি ঘরে শান্তি আসে? দেখুন।
খালাকে টাকা পাঠিয়েছো? দুদিন থেকে বলছি খালাকে টাকা পাঠাও।
*247# send money খালার নাম্বার 2000 টাকা পিন
ওকে করতে ভুলে যাও, আমি বুঝি না।
কখন পাঠিয়েছ?
এখন বিকাশ করেছো না?
দেখলেন তো, আজই বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলুন।
They've got a match on their hands, the highest success.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ।
গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
I think is a very good total, no matter what.
ইফাদ টি টাইম, চায়ের সাথে সেরাটা।
51 of 32, Mushfiqur Rahim unbeaten on 66 of just 44, and contribution from the captain Mahmudullah 43 of 31, ensuring they picked up their highest total in a T20 international, 193 for 5.
Sri Lankan bowlers expensive, other than the 2 wickets that Jehan Mendes got, and a decent spell from Tisara of 4 overs for 36. The 1 wicket for him. Udana and Guna Tilaka getting the other wickets. They were rather expensive, so 193 for 5 is what Bangladesh got from their 20 overs. And as you say, looking at the record book, Satsa, Sri Lanka's highest chase in T20 is only 176. And it's certainly going to be a tough chase for them. Gautam Bimani is down on the boundary. Let's go and join him.
Yes, indeed. We were hoping to talk to Mushfiqur Rahim, but he's had a bit of an innings out there, so we let him go and get prepared for the next innings. We've got Khalid Mahmood here. How do you view that? Because it was a good effort from the start to the way they finished.
Very good start, I think, and I think we were intent, we are positive, we are aggressive with the running bit of wicket as well, which has happened that first 6th over we give 6 dot balls. That's very impressive. I think Zakir, though he didn't score, but his running bit of wicket with Shoma was absolutely brilliant. And from there we start the selling, and we finish with the 2 very experienced players from Mahmudullah and Mushfiq, definitely.
A first time for Mushfiqur batting at number 3, so overall it helped to get Bangladesh to their highest ever T20 international score.
Obviously, we are always thinking that where should bat Mushi. I think that's in the right place is bat number 3. His experience and the way he plays shots at the right place to bat number 3. So we decided that this series from now on he will bat 3 in T20 format. And definitely this is the highest score in the first 6 overs as well. We scored highest runs, 71, and end up with a good defending score. I think it was a good score in the board, and I went to bowl well and field well, really.
Thank you very much to Khalid Mahmood. Yes, the feeling down here is that is a score that they can definitely work with.
While on a surface that's been conducive for the batsman, Bangladesh ended up 193 for 5, and 196 is what Sri Lanka are going to need in just a moment after we take our little break. Join us then.
Good evening and welcome back to the Shere-Bangla National Stadium. What a wonderful match we have in our hands. Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka in this Rocket T20 series. The first match, Bangladesh have posted their highest ever score in T20 internationals. And let's have a look at what has transpired with the Bangladesh batting innings after they won the toss and decided to bat. Zakir, the youngster debutant, went early, but Shommo Sharkar making his first half century in this match. 51 he made of 32 balls. A fabulous innings by Mushfiqur Rahim, 66 of 44, and wonderful support from Mahmudullah Riyad. The bowlers came in for a bit of stick. 1 for 16 from Gunatilaka, 1 for Udana, and 1 for Tissera. But Mendes, a couple of wickets. Have a look at the fall of the wickets. This was the first one to go, just playing across the line, the young man in his first match, and the second one reversing. That was Shommo Sharkar, maybe a tad unlucky with the ball pitching outside the line of the leg stump, but he was given out. And then this one, bat, and then the back of the bat, and it was good, well-judged catch from behind the wicket. Trying to be cheeky, well, it could give him that. He was playing exceedingly well, the captain, and Shabir Rahman fell trying to scoop it, and he was very happy to Surya Pereira. So those are the wickets to fall for Bangladesh. Now the target for the Sri Lankans, 194 runs of the 20 overs at 9.7 runs per over. It's going to be a difficult task, and they'll have the scoreboard pressure. The Bangladeshi fielders will have their tail up. They will be raring to go.
It's a crowd, I'll tell you. And Mirpur turns up in their numbers, doesn't it? And we've seen this in almost every international game that has been played here. But back to the game. Remember, Sri Lanka chased down that mammoth 170 plus against Australia in Geelong. And that was the series where Asela Gunratna played an outstanding role. Sri Lanka won that T20 series against Australia, and they've got a new opening pair. In fact, Kusal Mendes opening. So he's been slotted in as the opener, and his partner will be Danushka Gunatilaka. No surprise there. Gunatilaka has been a regular opener. So actually he's got a new opening partner. Should rephrase what I said, because Kusal Pereira is not playing. Kusal Mendes is the replacement. So Sri Lanka slotting him in that position. Kusal Mendes also opened the batting in the test matches, so not going to be anything new for him.
The man who made the impression during the BPL slow left arm orthodox, Najmul Islam, Oppo. And that's his 20-over career. 37 wickets. Might not say much about his wicket-taking abilities, but he's been very impressive in the recent past, and that's why he's been drafted into the side, and he's been given the opportunity to open up for the Bangladeshis with the ball. If he gets a wicket, Roshan, you'll love to see his celebration.
Yeah, he's got a very unique celebration. We saw that in the BPL. And yes, I'm sure our viewers are quite familiar with what he does. But Kusal Mendes, he's taking first leads. I'm a bit surprised here. I would have thought Danushka Gunatilaka. Gunatilaka, of course, the more experienced. And Uppo, the left arm spin Nazmul. He would like the ball spinning back at him, but now it goes.
Nazmul getting ready to come in and bowl from the rocket end. That's the end nearest to us, the media end. And of course, both teams trying different strategies in this match. Bangladesh taking 4 debutants, 1 for the Sri Lankans, and now they've got a different opening partnership. We're all set to go for the Sri Lankan innings. Right on the money. No, it's the call. Wouldn't be wise to go for the run. Good effort from the bowler, going across and picking it up very quickly and releasing the ball.
Sri Lanka will need some solidity at the top. That's the key. We've seen in T20 cricket, wickets in hand, run rates are not difficult. Oh, that's the wrong end. That's the wrong end. But I think it was a little bit difficult for him to just turn around so quickly.
Oh, there's a bit of turn, but well played also. Knew that there was no slipper and just used the pace of the ball. Oh, that's not the best of efforts. Should have gone down and tried to get it with his hands. Instead, he tried it with the feet, and it deflected away for 4 runs.
Well done, Kusal Mendes. Just waiting for the ball to come onto him, and look at him. Just playing it very late, almost off the wicketkeeper's gloves. Yes, as you said, not the greatest effort. Running back, Sri Lanka wouldn't be complaining. Good start, 4 without loss of the first 2 balls. They need solidity, as I said, Shami. Always good to have a solid foundation to try and launch.
Oh, that's down the leg side. That's wayward delivery. That's a wide given away. Well, the pressure, I feel, is on the youngster Najmul.
Well, just pushing it through a little bit quicker. The previous one slower outside the off stump. And he's just looking to change it up a bit, completely getting it wrong.
Oh, he's not afraid to give the ball some flight. It's smashed straight back to him. Oh, that was hit very hard. It's been quite painful stopping that ball. Did it carry, I wonder?
Well, they got a deep mid-wicket out on the boundary. That's where Kusal Mendis loves to go, the slog sweep. There's a long off out. Those are the 2 fielders that Bangladesh have outside the 30-yard circle.
And he's thinking of going forward, changes his mind and does well. Played away to a short third man. A couple of balls ago, let's have a look at this ball hit very hard. Back to Najmul Islam, a couple of balls ago. Give the ball a bit of, look at that, very hard. Not just bouncing in front of the bowler. So my initial thoughts of the ball carrying, not there, of course.
This will be interesting. The left hand on strike. I can tell you that quite a few Sri Lankan supporters are here. It's a good number of Sri Lankans employed and living in Dhaka.
This is your wicket, Opue.
The ball and tucked away nicely too. But they're getting the runs. Of course, the pressure will be, that scoreboard pressure will be on the Sri Lankans faced with the mammoth totals. I think they do well just to ensure